everyone. Enjoy your meal. Let me take a few moments of your time first to thank you. Thank you, Ms. Felix, for the introduction and for continuing our tremendous strong partnership between LULAC and EPA. I also want to thank LULAC, Green Latinos, and many of the other organizations that are making sure that the voices of the Latino community are heard inside the Beltway and across America. You know, EPA has continued to rely on your input and your support as we have taken a variety of actions on clean air, safe drinking water, and healthy rivers and streams, on healthy homes, schools, daycare centers, and playgrounds, on toxics and pesticides and products, as well as our places of work, and to build community resilience and strength in crisis management as we face stronger storms, more wildfires, and diseases like Zika, chikungunya, and others that not only threaten the health and well-being of our families, but also threaten the well-being of future generations. Today, more than ever, we value our growing partnership, and we need your vigilance and your support. You know, you may not know this, but EPA is at its heart a public health agency. We protect people from the health impacts of pollution. That's what we do, and we've made tremendous progress over the past 45 years, and we should all be very proud. But we cannot, we have not, and we will not turn a blind eye to the realities of environmental justice. That's why we strengthen protections for our farm workers with new rules and provide technical support to champions on the Hill who have successfully just recently defended those rules. I want to thank them for that defense. And we will not turn a blind eye to the colonialists along the U.S.-Mexico border, where I spent this past Tuesday meeting with members of local communities who simply wanted access to water and wastewater systems that actually work, to roads where ambulances can go down to get to them when they are in need, and to someone who will listen and provide them the support they are looking for. Or in Puerto Rico, where people want to understand the best ways to protect their children from the Zika virus so that they, the people of Puerto Rico, can make their own decisions and know that the U.S. government is there to provide them the support and resources they need. You know, too many low-income and minority communities, including Latino communities, are overburdened by the effects of pollution. While 8% of Hispanic children in America suffer from asthma, twice as many Hispanic children are likely to be hospitalized for asthma as white children. And Puerto Rico children have the highest asthma rates of all ethnicities at 20%. That is staggering. That's why EPA is supporting pediatric environmental health specialty units. These are dedicated medical professionals to work in places like El Paso and across California and Arizona to train promotores who can help parents eliminate the triggers that lead to asthma attacks, help get early access to care, and help educate our farm workers on their rights under EPA's new worker protection standards. And that's why in Puerto Rico, we have a permanent, dedicated EPA office that is there to respond to the unique challenges of the people of Puerto Rico, what they are facing, and to highlight their needs to those in Washington who will not only listen with their ears, but with their hearts and with their wallets and pocketbooks. In the U.S., there are 15 million people who live within a half-mile radius of a brownfield site. And they are disproportionately more minority, more linguistically isolated, lower income, and less likely to have a high school education than the U.S. population as a whole. That doesn't surprise me. Does it surprise you? We have to do better. When I go into neighborhoods that have a contaminated site, I see communities that are held back from becoming a functioning part of a growing economy, because pollution matters. Pollution is a barrier to jobs, to businesses, to the quality of life that every single community deserves to enjoy. Just look at Flint, Michigan. The lead in that water didn't just threaten their children's future. It is a symptom of decades of disinvestments. So we not only need to get them the clean water they deserve, we need to get them on the road to economic investment. Why should so many communities have to face such a steep climb to these opportunities when we are the gold standard in the United States, in the world, in terms of our ability to protect the environment? We have to do better. You know, every community should have a fair shot at economic vibrancy. And that starts with protecting public health and the environment. When you do that, people come back. Businesses and jobs rebound, and local communities can start to thrive again. So EPA has redoubled our commitment to our public health mission so that we can help pursue the issues of environmental justice. And we will keep working with you hand in hand to take actions that are necessary to turn that commitment into reality. That's why we issued a report on the health risks of climate change, because climate change hits vulnerable populations, including communities of color and vulnerable occupation groups, such as outdoor laborers, the very hardest. That's why EPA moved forward to tackle carbon pollution, methane, and toxic emissions in the oil and gas and our transportation sector, at landfills, at power plants, and even at refineries, where fence-line communities deserve to know the risks that they may be facing, and they need to know that EPA has their back, because we do. Let me just say that I am so grateful for our partnership. With the openness that you have shown to me personally, and with our continued commitment to our Memorandum of Understanding with LULAC. I have almost 200 days left in this administration, and I am running with the President across the finish line, because EPA is going to keep doing what it's been doing. We are going to work together with you hand in hand, and we are going to help our families understand and reduce environmental health risks to their children. We can do so much together that we could never do on our own. For example, we recently selected the Hispanic Communications Network to conduct robust outreach to Hispanic labor communities about our worker protection standards. That's the best way we know to reach those farm workers so they can enjoy the same levels of protection that are afforded to workers in every other sector of our economy. And they need to know that if that's not the case for them, they need to know that who they should call to ensure that compliance and enforcement happens. That is not Ghostbusters, ladies and gentlemen. They need to call EPA. And rest assured, we're working hard to increase diversity within EPA by bringing more health experts into the agency from top to bottom. We're expanding our partnerships with the medical and public health communities. We're strengthening interagency collaborations with CDC and ATSDR and other federal partners so that we have the epidemiologists and the environmental health professionals we need to get the job done. And we're opening up more opportunities for diverse students to enter the agency through 19 collaborative agreements with minority-serving institutions all across the country. We need students from all walks of life to know at EPA they have a home. They have a place to go. We cannot just talk the talk. We know we have to walk the walk. You know, we have come a long way under President Obama's leadership, and with your help, we will continue to make progress on issues that we all care about so very much. Thank you all.